Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Game on the Brain. This is episode 12. I'm one of your hosts, Melvin. I'm here with Kelvin. What's up?
What's up, everybody?
Ananda won't be joining us today, but he sends his regards to everyone out there on the interwebs, and he'll be back next week for sure. Um, let's see what else is going on. Just some minor stuff we got going on today. Not too much news and stuff, right, Kelvin? Just little
Yeah.
here and there. Some bits to talk about.
hmm
Um, one thing I do want to mention is that Nintendo NYC is still selling out of Switches every day.
Yeah, that's incredible that they're still tweeting about that. They just recently stopped doing the NES
NES
Classic.
Classic, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I don't know why they stopped because I don't know if they're going to stop producing them or if they're just going to start tweeting about them because they said they'll be like limited quantity or something like that.
Yeah, I think whoever's doing the Twitter is just annoyed with having to keep track of two different things.
I have the Classic. It's cool, but I just never use it. I knew it wasn't going to be worth it for me, but it is a good machine for sure. For sure. Excuse me. For sure.
hmm
All right. What else we got? Next up, I guess we could jump right into it. We got a little some show notes here, so I guess we can jump right into it. We got a Nintendo Direct coming tomorrow, April 12th. Do we know what time that is? Nintendo Direct,
I
April
don't
12th,
remember.
27th. Yeah, me neither. I'm gonna do a fact check right now. 6 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
So that'll go up tomorrow. What kind of news are they gonna talk about, Calvin?
Basically, they sent out a tweet and it showed a picture of Arms and Splatoon 2.
Yeah.
And then they also
According
mentioned, uh, go ahead.
According to their website, it says a new Nintendo Direct presentation focused mainly on ARMS and Splatoon 2.
Okay. And then they just said Switch and 3DS info. So since neither of those games are on 3DS, I guess we might have a surprise for that.
Really hope the surprise for 3DS is that we're canceling 3DS and moving everything to Switch.
Honestly, I would not be too mad at that. I mean, I know that's probably going to be the unpopular opinion, and everyone's going to hate us for saying that, but I've always felt like the 3DS has not been the best hardware-wise. The
Definitely not.
games are great. I'm just so tired of the hardware
The
coming from
screen,
like the older. The screen is like okay, but it could be a lot better. Coming from like the older 3DSs, like 3DS Lite or DS Lite, and having had a Vita, like I just need something high quality. I'm just so glad the Switch is a high quality piece of hardware.
yeah, I completely agree with that. The Switch is amazing. By the way, I jumped back into Zelda even though after I beat it, I'm doing like little shrines here and there and trying to finish up some side quests and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
That
eventually am gonna jump back into it, but right now I'm just kind of taking a break.
that game just keeps on giving. I tell you, I can't wait for the DLC because I know I'll be able to jump back in with like a new quest and
Oh
stuff
my
like that.
god, I don't understand how they're gonna have a hard mode for that, but
It's
I guess
already
we'll have to
hard.
see. Yeah, exactly.
I
Are they
know,
gonna
I
make it
know.
harder?
Harder mode. Try
Take double
harder.
the damage?
I told this story about us with Contra 3. I think it was Super Contra 3, right? Or
Yeah,
Super Contra 4. One of those.
yeah, three.
And we beat the game on normal. It took us like 3 days of Kelvin coming to my house straight. And we finally beat it. And the game told us, you beat the game. Try harder. Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah,
Konami. That's Konami, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Konami. Good job. At least give me an end. At least give me a tour ending. I did beat it.
Yeah, right? It should have some kind of ending.
Come on. All right. Next up. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So the next thing I just kind of threw in there, they made an announcement for the new mythical Pokemon Marshadow. It's not completely new. We've kind of known about it because the hackers just looked into the data and the models and stuff. But there's a new movie releasing, so that I guess they just announced both at the same time.
There's a new
Uh,
movie.
A new Pokemon movie. I
And
haven't seen any of the Pokemon movies after like the second one.
what's this Pokemon Marshadow? It's going to be in what?
It's going to be in Sun and Moon, the
Oh,
3DS games. So I'm myself and wondering, since they were saying details coming soon, maybe we're going to hear something about the Switch version. Who knows? Like maybe you need the Switch to get this guy, but that's just speculation on my
oh,
part.
you mean
I just really want to.
a
Yeah,
port of Sun and Moon to Switch?
yeah. Or whatever stars or whatever they're going to call it,
Oh, like
Cosmos.
the new the
They always have a third title for
right,
this.
right. And
Yeah.
they usually put the third one out on a new system, no? Or they have in the past, right?
Uh, Not the third title. What they do is they always do the remakes. So they're up to
Oh,
like
like
the
Heart
third
Gold and
generation.
Hearts and
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. So they're up to the third generation of remakes now, and then the next one will be the fourth generation, Diamond and Pearl.
So you think we're gonna get Diamond and Pearl on Switch? A remake of Diamond and Pearl on Switch?
Eventually,
That would be good.
but probably like 2 or 3 years or so.
I like that. I like Diamond and Pearl. I thought that game was great.
I was kind of thinking back, and I think Diamond and Pearl was the version I liked the most because I kind of fell off. Third gen, I kind of fell off, but fourth gen was the first one on DS, and it had like Wi-Fi and everything built in, so that was like really cool. I kind of fell off after that again, and then I came back for Sun and Moon. I mean, I still bought the games. I just kind of never got really too into them.
Yeah, exactly. I think my wife has the one after. She definitely has Sun and Moon. One of them. I don't know which one. I forget already. But I
Yeah.
think she beat it. She fully beat it. So she
Hmm.
had a good time with it.
Yeah. And then before that was, or after Diamond and Pearl was Black and White, and then it was X and Y.
Right. Right. Yeah. No, I think the last one I played was Diamond and Pearl, and after that I was Pokemon out. But I will look forward to playing a new one on the Switch because Sun and Moon did look pretty awesome. And I was just like, just wait. And so I'll wait for a Switch version.
Hmm. I hope it comes soon. I hope to say something soon, please.
Well, hopefully at E3 we'll get some
Oh,
announcements of
and
some.
I mentioned to you like my battery on my 3DS for some reason is like bulging out,
Yeah,
and it's been turning off randomly. So I'm kind of like I think it's too late to send it into Nintendo, but maybe if I say something about the battery, maybe they'll switch it for free anyway. But we'll
I
have
would
to
I
see.
would definitely call them, and I definitely would not use it.
It's in my
That's
pocket right now.
I would definitely not keep it in your pocket. I would highly advise against that.
Yeah. So that's my situation right now.
Speaking of warranted stuff, I got my second of my Hori free screen protectors from them today from their debacle with stuff.
Okay,
So
so these are the ones directly from Hori.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So they sent me a standard one like a week or two ago, and then I just got today the premium one. But
Okay.
I'm still using the original one. I think it's holding up okay. Just the edge is like all like coming off and stuff. So I'll take it off eventually and replace it with one of these other ones. I just haven't got around to it. Want to be in like a dust-free environment.
Yeah. Oh man, I hate when dust gets caught under the screen protector.
It's
It's
ridiculous.
annoying.
It's ridiculous. All right.
So the next thing, I don't think we talked about it last week. The NBA Playgrounds for Switch.
We did it, and I wanted to, and I just completely forgot about it.
Yeah, we all three of us completely forgot. Basically, it looks like NBA Jam.
Yeah.
It looks
So
pretty good.
the game that it reminded me of when I saw it was this game called NBA Ballers,
Oh yeah.
which came out. Let me see if I can quickly pull this up. It came out in 2004. It was for PS2 and Xbox and GameCube, and it was like it's a street ball game. So yeah, exactly. This is what it looked like. Most matches are one-on-one. Others can be one-on-one. And I had a great time with NBA Ballers, so I'm really looking forward to NBA Playgrounds, especially since it's coming to the Switch, which is, you could take that anywhere.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be awesome.
So I'm just thinking. I'd never played Ballers, but I'm just thinking back to NBA Jam, and so that was a 4-player cabinet. So imagine
Right,
two people, I guess 2 people with switches, and then 4 controllers playing
right.
that game. So that should be pretty good.
Yeah. Did they say how many people is it?
I didn't see it. So they put up a new trailer, and I didn't actually watch it. They put it on Nintendo.com or Nintendo's YouTube.
Yeah, I actually watched the trailer, but I don't remember if they said how many people. But anyway, according to this article I pulled up from The Verge, NBA Playgrounds will cost $20 when it releases on May.
Pretty good.
Oh, that's a purchase. That is a purchase. It looks like one-on-one, right in this trailer, but that doesn't mean there's not 2-on-2. So we'll have to see. But even one-on-one would be pretty awesome because you got the 2 Switch controllers.
Yeah, and they might actually. I just speculation again, but they might actually do a one-on-one just because it's 2 controllers.
Up, consisting of a 2-on-2 basketball match. This is
Oh, there we go.
another article I just pulled up. So we'll see. $20, download only. That's awesome.
It's
I'm
a
in for
pretty
that.
good price. I remember there was an NBA game that they did that was going to be like NBA Jam, but it was included in some like NBA something else. So I guess you had to buy the full game to get the
NBA.
arcade style game.
Oh, that stinks.
But now I guess it's just a standalone game,
Yeah, it's
and
pretty good.
yeah, you could just buy it, I guess.
All right. Let's see. Next up, we'll go through the PS drop. What games came out this week for PS4, PS Vita, PS3 potentially? No, I don't think any games come out for PS3 anymore. All right. New releases for this week. A Rose in the Twilight, PS Vita, digital. In a rose in the twilight, a girl awakens in a castle void of color and time, affixed with the curse of thorns upon her back. After meeting a sleeping giant, the two work together to escape.
Okay.
All right. You got this game called Arrow, PS4 digital. Looks like a shooting game. I'm not going to read the thing. Next up, PS4 digital, Cosmic Star Heroine. Alyssa LaSalle was one of the top secret agents at the Agency of Peace and Intelligence on planet Aranu. When she uncovers a horrible conspiracy, she has to go rogue in order to save the galaxy. That
Okay.
sounds pretty good.
So that game, if you go on the PlayStation's YouTube channel, they put up like a preview of the first 10 minutes, I think it was. And it's actually like I didn't expect the kind of humor that the game actually has. It's kind of funny.
That's awesome.
Oh, I think that game's going to be good.
Next up, Crawl, PS4 digital. It's a dungeon crawler. That's all we need to say. Now, next up, this could be pick of the week. I don't know. Euro Fishing, PS4 digital. Euro Fishing is a fishing simulation game which allows players to master their skills to become a top angler within some of Europe's most famous lakes.
That sounds amazing. Sarcastic. Sarcastic. Slash
Next up,
S.
PS Vita digital. Fair Yoon. Find different weapons to help you level up and defeat hordes of monsters invading your realm. Face off against a mysterious threat and seal it away once and for all. Next up, I
Okay.
wish Ananda was here. PS4 digital, Kero Blaster. A classically styled 2D side-scrolling game, action-packed game. A classically styled 2D side-scrolling action game packed with adventure from Studio Pixel, the creator of Cave Story. All right. Lick Spear, PS Vita digital. In a land filled with worst zombies and hipster ice giants. Survival is an art. Grab your light spear, become a Germonaut, and traverse land straight out of Germanic myths. Survive with style and expand your powers to fight for the glory and amusement of the almighty gods. I would
Interesting.
guess it's made by German people. My guess. PS4 digital Rolling Bob out 4/13, so it comes out in 2 days. Draw freely with simple moves of your controller. Create platforms, walls, walk face down, redirect energy, and much more. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The sexy brutale, a never-ending ball featuring intrigue, murder, and quite possibly the occult. Players must unveil the secrets of the sexy brutale casino mansion and its inhabitants as they relive the same mysterious and murderous masked ball. That sounds all right.
They're going for a double meaning on brutale.
Yeah, I guess so. Snowmoto Racing Freedom, PS4 digital. I don't think we need to talk about that. Next up, Starblood Arena, PSVR, digital, retail. Test your mettle in furious arena combat with 6 degrees of freedom against pilots from every corner of the galaxy. Fight for glory, credits, and your life as the Starblood Network broadcasts every lawless match for the universe to see.
Interesting. I'd like to see what that looks like.
Meh. Meh. Two more on the list. Stardew Valley Collector's Edition, PS4, retail. You've inherited your grandfather's old farm plot in Stardew Valley. Armed with hand-me-down tools and a few coins, you set out to begin your new life. Can you learn to live off the land and turn these overgrown fields into a driving home?
Yeah, I think Anon is probably
He played it.
the one that's played that one the most. Yeah, I
Yeah.
played a little bit of it, but I got distracted by something else.
I'll wait for the Switch version. I'll play for Switch. Totally in for the Switch version.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
Maybe a Vita version too. This is PS4.
Yeah, it's just PS4. Nah, screw Vita. I'm done with Vita. The Vita is already dead.
Wow. I saw my Vita on the floor today, and I almost picked it up and brought it with me, but I didn't.
And you brought your Switch instead, right?
Yeah, my Switch has been in my bag, so.
Exactly. Next up, and this is a big one, PS4 digital retail, Yooka-Laylee.
Nice.
Yooka-Laylee is an all-new open-world platformer from game veterans Playtonic. Explore huge, beautiful worlds, meet and beat an unforgettable cast of characters, and hoard a boatload of shiny collectibles. As buddy duo Yuka, the green one, and Laylee, the bat with the big nose, embark on an epic adventure to thwart corporate creep capital B.
Interesting. I like their choices of words in that description.
I'm in for that Switch version. If they have a Switch version.
That would be
well, when they have the Switch version.
Yeah. The best version to get.
All right.
Okay. All right. So next up is the Bayonetta. Bayonetta has been officially released on Steam on PC.
One or two?
I believe it's one. But
Great
don't quote me on that. I actually, that's a good question because it might be both, but it's probably just one. So it's got all the Steam features built in. It's got achievements, cloud save, trading cards, leaderboards, and big picture mode. And it's also got some PC specific upgrades. So they got 4K resolution, anti-aliasing. I don't know how to pronounce some of these things. Anisotropic filtering, SSAO lighting, scalable texture and shadow quality, and more. Don't really know what most of that means, but I'm sure it's going to look phenomenal.
You PC gamers know what that means, so.
Yeah, you guys know. And then the last thing is the English and Japanese voiceovers and subtitles, so you could pick whatever you want.
So you're going to have Japanese voices and English subtitles?
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
And some people like that. I mean, I like it in terms of like learning Japanese a little bit, but I'm okay with the English, honestly.
Yeah, Zelda was fine for me in English.
I'm used to. I guess I used to watch like all the old cartoons, and they all had like that kind of dub. So I don't mind those like terrible voices that everybody says are terrible.
Exactly. It's not that bad to me either. I'm fine with them.
Okay, so the next thing is that there's a new Overwatch event. I think it's starting today. There was a trailer that it was like a French trailer that leaked. I don't even know if the English trailer came out, but it's essentially it seems like it's going to be, I forgot what they're called, Black Watch or whatever. So there's certain characters like Reaper, McCree, Genji, uh, Widowmaker, who are like the bad guys. I forget what the bad guy team is called, but they're like the bad guy operatives, and then they're the other like the gooder people like Reinhardt, Mercy, Torbjorn. Basically, they each get a costume matching what team they're on, and it looks like there's going to be an event like a PVE like thing where you have to fight robots or something.
Yeah, the
So
event is called Uprising,
uprising.
and it adds a new
So
co-op brawl. Think the Junkenstein's Revenge Halloween event.
yeah, exactly. So this is probably going to be the most story like backstory related event because this is going to be like the rise of the Omnics or something like that, and then it's also going to probably give some kind of background to like I said the bad guy team and the good guy team. So that should be interesting, and of course they're going to have a bunch of new skins as they always do.
Here's Blizzard's description of the brawl. Journey 7 years into the past and join a group of Overwatch agents fighting through the streets of Kings Row to quell an uprising led by Null Sector, a rogue group of Omnics. Team up with your friends and play as Tracer, Torbjorn, Reinhardt, or Mercy to defeat the robots and liberate the city. There are no reinforcements. Failure is not an option. The future depends on you.
Yeah, so it's going to be similar to the Halloween event where you just set up on one side of the map and the robots come from the other side of the map, and that's pretty much it.
Is it like Horde mode?
Yeah, essentially. And before there was like 3 different difficulties, so there was easy, medium, and hard. And hard for me was like impossible. I never even beat it. And I think you were supposed to beat it without dying or something like that to get it to unlock a skin or something, or not a skin, like a sticker. I don't even know. But yeah, those are pretty fun when you get a group of people in them.
All right. That sounds pretty good. I haven't really played much of Overwatch, so I don't really know too much about it.
Yeah.
All right, next up.
This is just a piece of tech news, but I guess it's kind of gaming related. Um, so the thing is that iOS 11 for iPhone and iPad is going to be 64-bit. So a lot of the older apps that haven't been updated in a while are just not going to work anymore. So I know I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know there's been some big games by gaming companies that were made for iPad and iPhone, and they just kind of broke at some point, and they just were taken off the store. So we're probably going to see a lot more of that. So whatever games you have from like actual gaming companies, you might want to back those up to your computer because they might completely go off the store and you won't be able to re-download them.
Yeah, but even if you have them backed up, you still can't run them if they weren't compiled with 64-bit, correct?
Right, but if you have like an older iPhone or one that you won't keep updated, then I'm hoping you should be fine with that.
Gotcha. I'm hoping that they fix SimCity, because that was one of the best games they had on iPhone. So we'll have to see. I know they have that stupid new SimCity Build It Up, but who wants to play that? So. And let's see. Have you been playing anything New. Last week I went on a tirade about Bomberman, and I'm still a bit upset. That's why I kind of went back to Zelda. What have you been playing?
I don't think I've been playing anything new. I the one thing I'm always playing is the Pokemon trading card game online
Yeah.
version. For whatever reason, I feel like it's just easy to jump into, and I just jump into it. I've also been playing some Pokemon Sun, just trying to get back into battling online. So I'm raising a couple new team members. Actually, since we mentioned Diamond and Pearl, I actually transferred some of my Pokemon from Diamond and Pearl. So you have to go from Diamond and Pearl to Black and White, and then from Black and White to Poke Transporter, and then Poke Transporter brings it to Pokebank, and then that brings it to Sun and Moon.
Wow, that's a lot of that's. There's
Yeah,
no Poker Bank in Diamond and Pearl.
no, I guess they didn't design the software to support the older games.
Wow, interesting. Now, what was I gonna say? All right, so that doesn't sound too bad. You pay monthly, you pay yearly for this Poker Bank?
Yeah, $5 a year. I only paid one so far, and that was in anticipation for Sun and Moon. And then I had to wait like 2 months or something before I could even use it. So that was kind of annoying.
Are you gonna get Puyo Puyo Tetris in English or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe this month?
So I'm right now. I'm definitely thinking of getting ukulele. Well, so ukulele, I'm gonna have to wait for the Switch version, sadly.
Yeah, they have
Uh,
no release date yet for that.
so skip that, and I'm probably gonna get Cosmic Star Heroine for sure. I do
On
want to check out
PS4.
on PS4. Hopefully, I think there's a Vita version. No.
According to the drop, let's see. I think that was PS4 only. That's me.
Oh yeah, I think it is PS4
Yep,
only.
yep. PS4 only.
Okay, so I'll see about that. I'll try to find out if there's a Vita version, like when it's coming at all. But chances are it'll probably be cross-buy anyway, so it might just get started on PS4. Puyo Puyo Tetris. Uh, do we know if that's going to be 20 or 30 or
30
anything?
digitally.
I might jump in for that. Uh, we'll see. We'll see. What was the other one?
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Mario Kart 8. So I think my brother bought the Wii U version. I didn't play it much, so we'll see. Maybe it'll depend on how big the file size is, and I'll try to get the digital version so that
Yeah,
I'll always have it with me.
I'm gonna get Puyo Puyo and Mario Kart digitally for sure.
Yeah.
And then I got coming this week in the mail Lego City Undercover for Switch.
Oh, you gotta let me know how that is because it looks interesting.
Yeah, so some people are saying that they like it, so I'll have to check it out. But I didn't get it yet, so I think I'll probably get it like Friday or Saturday. So I'll definitely be able to talk about it next week.
Okay.
And let's see what else we got going on. Did you see the other YouTube videos from Nintendo? They posted some new thing about. Hold on, let me pull it up. They posted the fall or the fall or something. Yeah, the fall part 2, Unbound story trailer. You know what that is?
No.
It looks like a. Uh, so it started on the Wii U. Um, so it's let me just see what it says. Let's see. It's obviously a sequel. Its average journey continues in the fall part 2, the sequel to the award-winning epic sci-fi adventure. In a desperate attempt to save herself, Arid, an onboard futuristic combat suit, becomes threatened when she is ejected from her body and projected onto a vast global network. The full series combines platformer-style exploration and combat with point-and-click adventure-style puzzles to create a fresh experience. That's coming to the
Okay.
Switch. Nintendo posted up a video about that.
Okay. I'm probably gonna have to check that out a
Did
little
we
bit
talk
more.
about it? Did we talk about last week the milk challenge with Nintendo and Vermont?
We didn't talk about it.
All right. So last week, Nintendo, about 5 days ago, Nintendo posted up a video. Basically, what happened was that this Billings Farm in Vermont sent Nintendo a letter saying that they challenged them to a milking contest and that their game was phony because milking a cow is actually harder than the game. So Nintendo actually took them up on the offer and they filmed it and they had a challenge up in Billings, Vermont. And would you believe that Nintendo beat the Billings, Vermont people in milk on 1-2 Switch, naturally, and the Vermont people got the Nintendo people to milk an actual cow. So it was kind of a nice cross commercial kind of, I forget the word that I'm looking for, like cross branding opportunity for both of them. Billings got some advertisement and Nintendo got some. So it was a pretty cool video. It was about like 5 minutes long, I think, or something like that. So that was pretty good.
Okay. I actually didn't see the last part of that the video where they milked the actual cow.
Yeah, they milked the cow. I think it happens actually in the beginning of the video.
Oh, okay. I might have skipped around, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, they both did it, and it was like two guys from Nintendo that I haven't seen before, so I don't really know what's going on with that. And
That's funny.
that's about it. Anything else you want to talk about? This was a light week.
Oh, actually, yeah. Let's go back on the drop.
Yeah.
There was a game called Crawl, and I
Yes.
actually ended up playing that at some point randomly. So basically, in that game, it's like a 4-player game, and you're just like it's like a dungeon crawler. You're trying to get through the dungeon to the boss,
Uh-huh.
but the other 3 players are possessing them. They're like, I don't know, like spirits or ghosts or something, and they're possessing the monsters. So they're trying to kill you so that they can become the hero. Like if they kill you, they become the hero. They respawn as the hero, and then they get to play the game. And so then by the time you get to the boss, I think they're controlling the other 3 players are controlling the boss at the end, and it's a matter of like who does the best and who gets the most kills and all that stuff. So that
Wow.
game is actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'm sorry I skipped over it. It looks pretty good. Crawl is the dungeon crawler where you control the monsters, possess cruel traps and horrid beasts in an effort to slay the hero. Succeed to take their place, and it's your turn to crawl. Bring some friends to add local multiplayer mayhem to the mix as you race to gain enough XP and loot to face them all, as they possess the limbs of the hulking final boss.
Yeah. So actually, like, I didn't even recognize the name of the game, but yeah, it's a pretty cool game.
Wow, that does look pretty good. I'm still waiting for. I know they had that Star Blood Arena game. That thing is $40, but I'm still waiting for some
Wow.
quality PSVR titles. I don't think I would like this Star Blood Arena, and I also wish they had a demo of it. With no demo, that makes it a little tougher sell for me.
So is that retail?
This is retail and digital, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I guess you can rent it from GameFly.
Oh, that's true. I should probably give that a whirl. I
I
forgot
mean,
about that.
if you're like me, you're probably just wanting to try anything like that is in VR.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to give it a quick once over and see if I like it or not. And I probably won't, but I could. I'm gonna add it to my list as we're talking.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And anything else you want to talk about? I want to save the big topic of the show that I had for last week when Ananda gets back, because I think that's a good topic of the show for all three of us. I'd rather
Okay.
him not miss out on a good topic.
Mhm. Okay.
What else is going on? Let's see.
That's
That's pretty
pretty
much
much
it.
it for
Yeah,
me. I didn't see anything else.
like I said, just a quick update. It looks like Colin is moving out from Greg. They had proclaimed a while ago, Colin Moriarty and Greg Miller, for people who don't know who I'm talking about, founders of Kind of Funny Games. They had professed that they were going to live together forever. And I was like, there's no way that's going to happen. And so it turns out that Colin is actually going to move to LA, I think, potentially. And Greg is going to stay, obviously, in San Francisco. So I guess whatever happened between them was serious, because with Drew Scanlon, at least he comes back on Giant Bomb and stuff. And like I haven't heard from Colin at all unless it's his show. And he's doing very well according to Patreon, 41,000 a month, which brings his total yearly income up to $480,000 a year if he keeps all those subscribers.
Good for him, I guess.
Yeah.
I was watching that first episode. Actually, so I watched the first episode and I was just like, I'm not really feeling like the way he's talking in this episode. Then I decided to like click onto the next one. And so that one, he actually addressed that, and he said he's going to be like alternating between like scripted shows and like YouTube style shows where he's just like talking and like, just in his own personality, basically. I think that second and third episode format is a little bit better, to be honest.
All right, that sounds good. I have no interest if it's not gaming related. I really don't have.
Yeah, honestly, like that first episode I was watching, and I was just like, "What?" Like, I get what he was saying, but I was just like, I don't know why I would want to watch this.
Exactly.
I mean, right. I would hope to learn some history stuff, but honestly, whatever, man.
If I'm watching history stuff, I want to watch it on TV because there's a history channel and there's all this other stuff. If I'm on the internet browsing YouTube, I want to watch stuff I can't watch on TV, like gaming related stuff.
Yeah. True.
Let's see. I was watching Kind of Funny Gamescast, and they were talking about Persona 5. So that game seems pretty good if you like Persona 5. I mean, the Persona series. I think it's out on PS4 or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's out. And they were also talking about Switch accessories. So, and pretty much everything we said about Switch accessories is essentially what we said. So.
Okay. Now that you mentioned Persona 5, actually, somebody was talking about remote play with Persona 5. And they posted a grip controller for Vita, where it actually has like L2 and R2 like.
So
buttons.
It hits the buttons on the back.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool, but it was pretty expensive. So I almost bought one, but then I saw the price and I was like,
I bet it's janky too, and not like good quality.
It depends on how they do the
touch
feel of it. Yeah, because usually with the buttons you get like a little bit of kickback, and
right,
we'll get that with the touchpad.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows how that works?
Yeah.
All right, that's about it over here.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything else?
I think that's it. We'll leave anything else for next week if we think of anything.
Yeah. All right. So everyone, this was a short week. This week, not much was going on. Next week, we'll probably have plenty to talk about. There's going to be a direct tomorrow, et cetera, et cetera. Actually, we'll probably only really be talking about direct because this weekend is a holiday, and today's a holiday for Jewish people. So happy holidays to everyone. And so also, if you like us, subscribe. Like the video, subscribe. There's a button somewhere down here. Follow us on Twitter. I'm at Melman101.
And I am at Kel the Funky.
And Ananda, who's not here, but he's at Kero905. So follow him as well. We appreciate any feedback, comments, questions. Hit us up. We'll take your question, do a topic of the show if you guys want. So hit us up on Twitter. Anything you guys want us to talk about, we're always open for comments, feedback, questions, and criticisms. And we recorded this on Tuesday, and it will be up on Wednesday. But since this is a special edition, this is going up right now on Tuesday. So enjoy, and we'll see you guys next week. Have a good night.
See you later, guys.
All right.